You're a 3-beer queer on your second, sipping the seconds until you careen into the dark happiness of apathy, waiting till you imbibe the right amount so that you can close your eyes and for 1/2 second pretend you're that mysterious bearded gay who appears at the end of the bar and stays just for a summer. Then you open your eyes and you realize no one is looking, and no one has ever looked. So you drink to try not to care that all clubs are just a clusterfuck of whispers and they're never talking about you. They, the leg-shaving beautiful Adonises with their disciplined hair and the right jeans, eyes vicious and vacuous and tongues sharp with pop culture and RuPaul, and you wish you could just live in a movie from the 1980s where it was cool to be shy. They, and Troy, that pleasingly muscular bartender that makes hopeless fucks like you feel the curves of his chubby cheek smile in the pit of your gut, the way he says your name when he asks if you want another, as if he really knows it instead of just remembering it from your debit card. But then again, that's his job, and you're not one of those cool gays that looks after him, who know they are worth it, who know he's possible for them. You always tell yourself the worst that could happen when you go out is you feel alone and bored and spend too much money on alcohol, and it'll be over in 2 hours. He's looking slender, sad, grim alone, hungry, hot in his sleeveless baby tee and a band pushed up to mid-forearm. This is the first time you see furious Saint Jack. You buy another beer and you hope he's watching. He is. You are 1 seat away. Are you lost? You ask him. His eyes shine like glass as he leans back to get a better look at you. He says he's called Jack, and your blood feels like it's moving too fast, so you take a touch of poison to slow it down. Crave for him to smile, or at least keep looking at you. You tell him he looks like a revolutionary, a furious patron of queerdom building barricades from the corpses of past tricks and shame in politicians, letting off flaming cannonballs against the naked consumerist, hegemonic, homogenized fag hags and their leash-guard twinks, setting ablaze all the pink-washed assimilationists. I'm Jack, he says. He's next to you now. He calls you a poet and you think you feel yourself cum on your pants, massacring your shorts to tatters because, oh holy shit, the words that are coming out of his mouth are possibly the most beautiful fucking things you've ever heard. Furious Saint Jack. Like the Kerouac. He says he handles his liquor better than Kerouac, but he likes his new nickname. He doesn't touch you until you order him a liquid marijuana. And as the skin of his hand smooths the skin of your arm when you wait for Troy, you project yourself to 20 minutes from now. When you pray, he doesn't ask about your friends and if they'd care if you left because you're not there with friends, nor do you have any real friends to speak of. But you see looking at him, you see that neither does he, and you continue to pray to that deity that tortured your adolescence.
Closing.
You pray that both you and furious Saint Jack have at last escaped the prison that is another night alone. Twirling into the dirty shadow streets of this black city, not heading to his place or your car, just running from the bad lights and cheap drinks we both know each other abhors. And the streets become unending corridors that we can just dash down, across. You are a mass of hungry baggage, caught up in the moments where you fear you did something wrong or embarrassing. But so is he. He's moist with booze and reefer air, salvation from the perdition that is daily life. But you don't want to think about the daylight, and you can't think about the daylight. His words fly from him like spit, broken jags of gentleness flung in urgency. You're beautiful. Is there any way for me to wake up next to you? We become a drunken thump of hot breathing and saliva-streaked skin, a furry burrito pushing out through our jeans at each other, endlessly, wordlessly tangled, pure ecstasy and genuine bliss grazing the tip of your right index finger. All else ceases. And it's you and your brain, your body feeling that ease you get right before you fall asleep, buckets of creatine, dopamine dumping through your limbs, but with the tango and crash of a symphony of senses. Furious Saint Jack is squeezing you, holding on like it's Armageddon, and you hear him. And he goes. And you think, oh holy fuck, I'm doing that. You want to set his skin on fire, to make his very breathing life sprint through his veins. You want him to feel and taste every agonizing inch of evil, broken, self-deprecating, self-esteem, self-loathing that he's dragged screaming from you with his eyes and his yes. You try to shove to him the simultaneous hunger and satisfaction he's given you, the liberation. Neither of you could give a shit about your shitty day jobs or your bad relationships with your parents, about the religious right Vladimir Putin or Anton Scalia, about anal bleaching or popper snot. You only can wish for continuing sweat and skin and release, and you see him, and you see the stars, and you see you and the ground and the lights, and it's gone. Both of you are gone. And you run.